You're recording.
Have you ever wondered if religion existed before Jesus of Nazareth? Did previous religions survive, or do they only serve as resources for the entertainment industry? Would you be surprised to know remnants of an ancient way remains in your daily life? Asatru is a native religion which traces its origins to the Germanic tribes before the Common Era. Imagine cultural and tribal practices which seem familiar to what many practice today. Picture ancient values being somewhat similar to current thought, and envision a way of life that was nearly wiped out, but has survived even in our everyday lives. Today, I would like to take you on a journey into Asatru, a native religion of Northern Europe and Scandinavia. I will go over the history behind Asatru. I will share with you the decline of this pre-Christian religion, and I will discuss what has kept Asatru alive and how it is surviving today. Asatru is a native religion from Europe, one developed by the Germanic tribes from the very essence of their collective souls, rather than imported from a foreign faith. The pre-Christian peoples of Northern Europe and Scandinavia were not the godless hedonists that many would assume. Republished in 1999, in identifying the different tribes in Germany, Roman historian Cornelius Tacitus described the native religion of the northern peoples to be polytheistic and animistic, with the gods not confined to a building, not portrayed in any human likeness, but considered a mysterious presence only seen with the eye of devotion. In his 2003 publication, Professor Edred Thorson, PhD, lists Asatru's moral set of noble virtues: courage, truth, honor, loyalty, discipline, hospitality, industriousness, self-reliance, and perseverance, as being derived from 10th to 13th century collections of writings such as the Eddas and Asagas. Though having their own established ways, the pre-Christian northern tribes were conquered by an outside belief or force. In his 2003 book of Troth, Professor Thorson, PhD, also tells of some of the Germanic peoples, such as the Goths and the Franks, who were evangelized and slowly converted through alliances. Dedicated cultural author Earl Siverson reveals in his 1979 book that even the cultural and religious practice of Norse runic cryptography, beginning around 400 to 500 Common Era, fell victim through persecution. However, with the sweeping changes which have taken place throughout history, some of what can be called the old ways have persisted and even revived. The old ways have survived and are more apparent than one may think. One can find traces of Asatru in pop culture and in our daily lives. A new Thor movie is showing this fall of 2013, and what better day to watch it on than the day named after this Asatru god, Thursday, as listed by Lawrence Krell in his 1995 online publication. But even for those who aren't moviegoers, Earl Siverson's 1979 publication, just prior to his own death, tells of the practice of raising memorial stones as persistence of the old ways few of us avoid when we leave this world. Asatru, though with variant denominations, has made a comeback in Europe and America. By the 1970s, Asatru resurged enough to be formally re-recognized as an established religion in several European countries, and former Washington Post contributor Piltz Waters reported this year that the symbol of Thor's hammer is now a U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs approved of emblem for headstones and markers. And for those who would like formal, accredited education, Professor Thorson, PhD, lists in his 2003 book the Wood Harrow Institute in Texas as offering university-level courses in language, cultural studies, literature, and runology. So, though many may think nothing existed in Northern Europe before Christianity, simple awareness allows us to know otherwise. The old ways existed before. They survived time and world changes and remain now on at least two continents as Germanic neo-paganism, Asatru. Asatru originated in Northern Europe before the current most popular religions. The old ways still exist, and you can see them even in the days of our week. I hope this has given you an idea of what was already established before the world's top 2 religions were ever recorded. There's a significant fingerprint of Asatru in today's world that is very largely unknown, and as the winter holidays approach, I'm sure you'll be celebrating in some of the same ways my ancestors did. We often take for granted what we've been raised with and what we've been told. However, there is an underlying, sometimes ancient element to our practices and beliefs. As the winter holidays approach, I challenge you to research your customs, names, and traditions, as you may be surprised at their origins.